Our health coaching cases or projects are managed through our cloud-based applications. Upon opening P2P, as the application is called, we're presented with the home screen. The home screen is set up so that we can view and access the various projects to which we are assigned or to which one of our team members may have been assigned. In order to access my particular task, I click on the My Task icon. I can see my personal files in my personal inbox, which contains folders. The folders categorize similar projects together. So, for example, if I click on the Talk Next Time folder, I will see a list of projects and the due date by which I should complete a task for this project. The phrase Talk Next Time means to me that I should be completing a task that is specific to this folder and to this project. I have a few folders in my immediate task list, but there can be numerous folders. So for instance, I can access another group of folders for different members of the team. So if I click on, say, a Navigator project folder, there are many more files. There's different types of projects. There's different types of tasks to be completed in each of these, and those depend on the specific workflow. So there are things such as initial routings, different types of member outreach, like a food log review that's not right here, but it's in a different member folder, and other projects that are primarily pending closure, so those that we're waiting to close. Access to the various teams or individuals depends on the level of authority to work on and view various projects. So the My Task icon and the drop-down access to the other teams or other members is the gateway to the work that needs to be attended to. A health coaching workflow is utilized during a member call. A health coach log is opened for documenting health coach and member interaction. Similar to medical record documentation in a hospital or clinic, the health coach log and other documentation workflows are part of the member's complete record. The health coach workflow is opened in the P2Padmin application. A member search will bring up the workflows and records associated with that member. The member has a principal record that houses the demographic and other information such as their risk profile scores, prescription claim information, medical claim data, lab values, and other information. There's also tools in here to create other projects. And the principal project, clicking on that again, is from where additional documentation workflows are launched by clicking on the Projects tab. To create a new health coach log for documentation, I select New Project, follow the workflow to open the health coach log. The health coach log is automatically opened as a new project. The workflow tab allows the documentation as a member call is being completed with a health coach. Because this is a demo situation, it's showing me the member isn't eligible, but this will bring up specific tasks to be completed and documentation that can be completed for each member and health coach interaction. There are some key pieces to the documentation of a member health coach interaction. I've completed some of these, but some of the key pieces include a pre-call review screen, which gives us some information as to why the member has been referred for coaching outreach, and also some valuable pieces of demographic information. To complete a task, you simply check that task and it moves you on to the next task that's to be completed. This is where we document a member's call with some of the important information such as the date, the staff member, why we're outreaching to the member, which could be one of these many reasons. And once that's completed, we can move on to the next task. We do have an area where we review preventive screenings with the member. We can set health goals with the member. And you can see, because this is a demo situation, they've had many health goals set. There's a running tally of those goals, and the documentation piece follows in the task notes. We identify where the member is in a stage of change, and that's accessed through the drop-down. We can offer digital health coaching modules, and we can actually go to the principal project, select a project just as I did to create the health coach log, and make that digital health coaching module available to the member to complete. This is our documentation piece where we can fill in bits of information that have occurred during that phone call with the member. And we can finalize the call, and as we do so, it moves through these various phases. So once we finalize a first call and complete our documentation, it will automatically move to the Talk Next Time phase. We set a date for follow-up with the member, and it will open up very much the same types of tasks to be completed with that member and the documentation opportunities. We would finalize those calls again, and it can keep going back to Talk Next Time as many times as we have an interaction with the member. Eventually, we will be closing out the project, and we will close out the goals, evaluate the interaction with the member, and then close the project. Member health coaching projects are created for those members who are identified as having the potential for future high claim dollars. Our risk modeler analyzes prescription and medical claim data, health risk assessment information, and biometric results using rules and algorithms, including actuarial factors for age and sex. Members are stratified into high, medium, or low risk categories. Health coaching projects are created for all high risk and medium risk greater than 10% members. These projects are loaded into an initial outreach folder to prompt outreach to the member. In creating these projects, a list of the clients that have most recently run through the risk modeler is accessed. The patient referral icon in the P2P application accesses the client list. Here we can see the most recent date for which the modeler analyzed data on a particular client. The listing of member risk category is separated into 3 reports defined as high, medium, and low. As previously mentioned, all members in the high risk level have projects created. The report notes the probability of future high claim dollars, along with some other information, including any other projects the member may have and their project status. To create a project, I simply use the Create Project phase, find the correct workflow for a health coaching log. When I hit OK, that will create the project for member outreach. If I would like to see additional information, I can view the patient detail report, and this gives me a risk profile history. It gives me some contributors to the risk profile itself, including some diagnoses here and some prescription claim information. Member appointments are created in P2P. To schedule an appointment, the appointment icon in P2P is utilized. Clicking on the icon loads access to an individual health coach and the health coach team. When I click on a health coach's name, the health coaching schedule for that week becomes visible. I can select a different calendar week by clicking on the Change Week phase and using the drop-down calendar to choose which week I'd like to view. I can schedule an appointment for a particular health coach by clicking on the Schedule Appointment phase. This allows me to search for open available appointment times by filling in the required information. Our health coaching appointments are typically 30 minutes in duration, and I can search for the requested time, the same day, or the same week. By clicking Next, the available time slots are reviewed. When an appointment time is selected, that appointment is added to the summary of health coaching appointments for that week. So I would schedule the appointment and it would show in this listing. Setting a default schedule allows a health coach or team member to modify the available days and times for which they are available for health coaching appointments. An appointment can be canceled, but first I need to select a member, cancel that appointment, and verify that indeed I do.